So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals.
How are you? Happy Friday. And in this particular case, a holiday weekend here in the USA, Labor Day weekend, where we celebrate not working by going to the beach on Monday, right? Friends in Rehoboth right now. That's an awesome place up near Ocean City, Maryland. I live in Daytona Beach, so it's just kind of naturally built into me right now. So today, I want to talk about talk. Talk about negative talk, positive talk, self-talk. You do talk to yourself, right? I mean, you can drive down the road now and pretend like you can talk to yourself and just say, hey, I'm on the phone, right? So you can talk to yourself. It should be good stuff. We'll get into that a little bit and why it's such a good thing and how to pay attention to it, right? It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Life begins when you move. And then instinctively, as if life is paying attention to you, it's like, wait a second, you moved? Boom. Here come the roadblock. What do I do? Over it, under it, through it, blow it up. I don't care what happens. But in any case, life is going to get in the way. But you said you wanted something, didn't you? You had an idea. Maybe you're trying to figure it out right now. Maybe you don't have the idea. Maybe you're here today to try to get an idea. But maybe you know what you want to be doing and you're just working it every single day and it's got a little frustrating. That's okay. But if you decided what you wanted to do and you had this goal, why would you stop before you got there anyway? Because it got challenging? It's going to get that way, particularly if it's a big thing. Sometimes, though, I will tell you this, some people have a desire to calm their life, to have a more peaceful life. That's as challenging as working hard and having a busy life, maybe more so. But I want you to have whatever you want. That's what this show is all about. How are you? My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Feeling pretty good today, given the fact that I have COVID right now, although I'm going to test tomorrow. I think it might be gone. Mild case, thank goodness, but I've been taking vitamins and all this kind of stuff for a long time, so immune system is pretty strong. I work out all the time, and I got lucky. I'm just going to say it as it is. We got lucky. But I'm happy to have you here today.
Teens share everything. That may include the bacteria that can cause meningococcal disease known as meningitis. Even if your teen's been vaccinated in the past, they could still be missing meningitis vaccinations. Ask your teen's doctor or visit meningitis.com today. Sponsored by GSK.
Every Friday, we begin the program asking the question, how do you want to feel? How do I want to feel? It's real simple. Listen, we're emotional beings, right? Most of what's driving you crazy all day long, and I'm just assuming things drive you crazy. It does, because stuff happens, right? It's a busy world. But most of what drives you crazy and what gets in your way of life is going to be emotional. It's not going to be anything that's, that's intellectual. Let's figure that stuff out fast. It's emotional. You get your heart involved, angst kicks in. What are you going to do? So since we know that we're emotional beings and we're responding emotionally to everything, we may as well just have a choice in that and say, well, how do I want to feel? And so no matter what happens, if you do this today, can you take this challenge? This will be an easy one for you. There's a little Scott logic here, and if, pay attention to me, not pay attention to me, I just tell you, it's good old common sense. If something happens today and you don't like the way you feel, stop yourself in your track and say, great, I don't like that. How do I want to feel? Oh, you're going to have to fight yourself. You are. Because you're going to be in that place where I want to grumpy. I want to feel bad. You're going to, just admit it. You're going to do that, right? You're going to take that bad feeling and you want to dwell in it. Everybody does it. I'm just telling you. Just stop for a second and go, wait a second, how do I want to feel? And give it a good positive answer. Watch what happens. Your life will change. I promise you. I did it a lot at the airport. I did. And I have my book coming out soon. And we'll talk more about that starting next week. But I was feeling more grateful and asking how I want to feel in those crowded airports the past couple of weeks. So let's focus on some positive self-talk today as we meander through this program, a COVID-induced program. It'll be what it's going to be. But I know a lot of clients, and they tell me their life story a lot. But sometimes I can't help but wonder that people who are telling me their life story, and sometimes they're not clients, sometimes it's just people I meet. I'm pretty good at drawing people out. I get right into the conversation. I'm very direct. I'm disarmingly direct. I don't tiptoe around. I kind of get there. And because I am direct, it's refreshing to people. And if they're not thrown off too much by it, and they just go deep with me. They tell me stuff, but they tend to beat around the bush. They don't get right to it. So in journalistic terms, and yes, I'm a trained journalist. It's been a long time. It's been 40 years since I trained as a journalist to get into radio. I did probably 6 months of training. Didn't graduate with a journalism degree or anything like it. God knows I wouldn't do that. I was a DJ at the time. But I did train in journalism, so I got a few skills there. But there's something in journalism they call bearing the lead. And basically, instead of getting to the point, people begin with secondary details. You can see it all the time. If you read papers online these days, or even actual papers, you'll see that happens a lot. Usually it's political. They bury the lead. They want to push it down to the bottom so that you don't actually see what's going on. But really, we just want to be direct. So how does this relate to improving your life? Well, remember that positive self-talk thing I was saying? Let me ask you a question. Do you do this? Because a lot of people will say things like, I can't focus on anything. That's not positive. The fact is you are focused on something, right? It's just the wrong thing. That's more positive. So what's even more positive? Well, I can't focus on anything. I need to focus on things that are important. So if you catch yourself, just like we can do when I ask you, how do I want to feel? If you find yourself, I can't focus on anything. I can't get anything done. Just stop yourself, check yourself in your tracks and go, I need to get focused on what I need to get done. What's that going to be? Change it up a little bit and move in that new direction. You're going to fight yourself. You're going to want to just, again, dwell down in the gallows of, but don't do it. Sometimes I hear people say, I can't get myself moving. Well, it's physical, mental, emotional, doesn't matter. The truth is, you are moving. You're just moving in the wrong direction. Sitting on the sofa is moving if that's all you're doing. You're sitting there. All things, the energy's alive, right? So I can't get myself moving. Better question is, how can I get myself moving? What's it going to take? I say it to myself all the time. I had to force myself to sit on the sofa and get some sleep while I was recovering from this thing because my mind's saying, I'm sitting here with COVID, I can't do anything. But my mind then immediately says, yeah, I've got COVID. That's okay. What can I do? Take a nap in many cases. About all I could do. It's okay. People say I don't have enough money. Negative self-talk there. I don't have enough money. I need more money. I've never had enough money in my life. Okay. You just need more money. That's all. That's a positive statement. I know these days sometimes people don't like talking about people making more money. I get called out on that all the time. Scott, you're all about the money. Yeah, not really. I give away more than I sell. I promise you that. But the truth is, I don't focus on the fact that I I never say I don't have enough money. I just say, I need more money. Where do I get it? There's somebody out there who has a job for me. There's something that I can do to go out and get what I want. Like John Lennon said, if I want a new swimming pool, I just write myself a new song. Positive stuff. Think about that when you do this, okay? As you're going through your day, as you get yourself caught in these negative traps, don't stay there because it just builds on itself. And it's so hard to get out of. You have to make a conscious effort all day, every single day to shift your mindset around in a more of a positive way of thinking. Now, by the way, let me just say this, okay? Notice I'm not saying positivity for the sake of just being positivity. I am not that kind of guy. I'm a positive guy, but I'm not that unicorn or rainbow kind of guy. You've probably figured that out. My Scott logic tells me, no, the real world is much more difficult than that. I'm saying you can be a positive person. You can change your language. You make it much more positive, drive you in the direction you want to go without having to force it whatsoever. That's all. So don't get caught up in the unimportant yet dramatic parts of life. Focus on the cause of your challenges, and the results are going to come to you pretty darn fast. All right, so next week, you're going to start to hear me. This is the pre-tease. You ready? I wrote this book a couple of months ago. It's a journal. I'll give you the complete title next week. I'm not going to do it right now, but you're going to hear me talking about that. It's going to come up for sale in about a month. I am going to be looking for reviewers to get a free copy of the book. In return for using it and writing a review, I'll be looking for that. I'll tell you a whole lot more about that next week as we get into it. You're going to hear a lot about it as we go to launch mode. October 4th is, I think, somewhere around there is where it's going to go. We've got a few weeks to go here, but I'll tell you all about that. In the meantime, have a great weekend. We'll be here with Joy tomorrow, the Husband Wife Talking Life podcast. I missed 2 weeks in a row, and evidently you liked the show because you yelled at me. So I'll be back tomorrow with Joy, and we'll do that. And you have a great weekend. I'll see you soon right here on the Daily Boost.